Pukhya Pukh na utri. There's another way to translate that line. Those are for the people who say, I don't need spirituality. All the things that I need, I can go out there into the real world and I can just collect whatever I want. I can collect a nice house, nice cars, good food, good clothes. Guru says, Je banna puriya par. Banna means if you tie all the things that you can buy in the whole world, if you tie them all together and hold on to them, Pukhya Pukh na utri. The internal hunger doesn't get satisfied. There's something inside you that will never get satisfied. Because you have to ask yourself the question, why am I buying these things? I always stress, this is not about not buying anything. Gurbani doesn't hold the view that you should be someone who renounces the material world, walks away from the material world, says, I don't want a house, I don't want a family, I don't want to have kids, I don't want to buy a car, I don't want to have a TV in my house. All these things that we think, oh, I'm a bit above this. Rejection and being a renunciate isn't what Guru is talking about. Guru says, just understand the underlying causes. So why do you feel like you want to buy things all the time? Something to think about. What is the hunger behind it? The hunger behind it says, I'm not happy. The thought that comes after that is, oh, there's a sale on, why don't you go buy some stuff? And you do it. We all do it. Let's go to the shops, let's buy some stuff. So when the thought comes that I need to go and look for happiness out there, what the thought should really be is what is happening in here first. Before you decide what you're going to use to fill that, what is this hunger? What is this emptiness? What is this void that I feel inside me? That void, that emptiness that you feel inside you, that you think will be filled by making you happy and going outside and buying something, that void is something that you and me have all been blessed with. You've been blessed with a hunger inside. You've been blessed with a feeling that nothing else that I buy seems to ever fill that void. And we spend our whole life in this cycle. When you're young, you're told you have to do all of your studies so that you get a good job. Why do you want to get a good job? So you can get some money to buy stuff. And it's not that you don't need to buy things. You need to buy a house, you need to have a car, you need to have some clothes. Understand that you and me and everyone has been born with that hunger. And that hunger will not be filled by you getting a good job and buying nice stuff. It's good, go and buy those things, but don't underestimate how big this book is inside you. Don't underestimate how deep this hole of emptiness is inside you. So then you get the nice job and you get some money and you buy the nice house. And then maybe even you're so successful, you say, Mom, Dad, I'm going to buy my own house. I don't want to live here anymore. You buy your own house, you're happy for a while, call all your friends around, have a great time, always parties, always having lots of good fun. You say, yeah, I'm living a great life. And then one day the thought comes that says, I've bought everything, but still not doing anything for me. So money, when we're younger, what are we told about money? Money doesn't buy you happiness. But when you grow up, you spend all of your life chasing after money so that you can buy happiness. You can buy stuff that makes you happy. So what you're told as a child, you ignore as a grown-up. Even though as a child you're told money doesn't buy you happiness. But then you spend the rest of your life chasing after it. What's going on? Because it isn't the money and the stuff that you buy that we need to be educated about. It's the hunger that we need to be educated about. But because we're not educated about our own internal void, then we don't know how to fill it, so we just keep filling it. So you buy the house, you get the great house, you got your own place, you're having parties all the time. What thought comes into your mind? I'm bored. I've done everything. If money buys you happiness, then ask yourself this question: are the richest people in the world the happiest people in the world? What do you think? Are the richest people in the world the happiest people in the world? Are all the great celebrities and all the greatest billionaires, are they the happiest? They're not, are they? I tell you why they're not the happiest people in the world. Because, unlike you and me, there's always some more happiness that we can buy. The richest people in the world, imagine they wake up one morning and they realize, I've got nothing left to buy. I've got everything. How disheartening must that feeling be when you still feel empty inside, but you look all around you, say, I've bought everything. I don't have anything more to buy. I already got the private jet outside and the helicopter and all the rich expensive cars, and I've got a house here and a house there. I got nothing else to buy, but I still feel empty inside because he didn't have training on what this empty feeling is inside. So we do that, we try and buy things and we get the idea, I'm a little bit bored. You say, okay, I think I should get married now. That'll make me happy. Wrong. It'll make you happy for a little bit, but then what? You get bored. The happiness doesn't last. Then you say, let's have some kids. We think kids will make us happy. Oh, it'll be so great. We'll have a baby. And then the baby comes along and you're thinking, we were so much happier without this baby. Now what do we do? And you say, let's have another baby. So the one baby can look after the other baby. Big mistake. Now you got two babies. We were so much happier with one baby. It was so easy with one baby. Now we got two. So then you say, I can't wait till the babies grow up. When they grow up, they'll leave the house. Then I'll get my life back. So they grow up, they leave the house, and then you're lonely again because you don't want to just be with your husband or your wife anymore. Then you call the babies back, you say, have some grandchildren, we'll look after the grandchildren. And then the cycle continues. All this time, you haven't understood that there's a hunger inside you, and that's what you need to be looking at. Because nobody ever talks about it. Guru Sahib talks about it, Gurbani talks about it, but we don't talk about it. Guru Sahib starts Gurbani by saying that there's a pukh inside you that won't be filled. There's a hunger inside you that won't be filled. Je banna puriya par.